You are Chappie.
Chappie.
So I wanted to ask you about your role here in Chappie. Tell us about how he grows from beginning to end.
Well, basically, you know, we start off the film when we turn this robot on, and he's just like a baby, he's a child, he can't really speak. He's fascinated by the watch I have on my wrist, you know, that lights up, and it's a really beautiful, simple scene about this robot he's scared of everything. And by the end of it, he kind of, he has two parental figures. He's got DeAntwoord, who are these, you know, crazy gangsters who want him to be robbing banks and doing all these things. And you got my character who's trying to teach him to be, you know, a loving creature that will, you know, aid humans and be able to paint and do all these, you know, creative artistic things. So he's got these two role models, and you know, he starts to go down this bad road, and it's all about nurture and you know, what he's going to become without giving it away. It's quite funny as well. So he's.
What was it like working with Charlton? Did you get to bond together a lot?
Yeah, man. It's like so funny because you've got this grown man in a grey, skin-tight, like jumpsuit, and you know, he's got this tiny little hat on, and his ears are sticking out, and he's got this big beard. So in your head, you're like, God, I'm gonna have to treat this grown man like a baby. But as soon as Neil calls action, he just transforms into this really adorable little creature. So that was it was really fun, and like, you know, it's really hard to maintain your composure when you're acting with him because he's so funny, and there's a lot of improv, but I had a wonderful time with him.
So you said that there was a lot of improv. Can you tell us about some of these improvised scenes without giving anything away?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many, lots of moments, you know. I mean, the film's dealing with this computer programmer going into this den full of these gangsters and trying to teach this robot good things. So, you know, we're in a room with DeAntwoord and me and Charlton, and there's all these things that are happening, and, you know, there was so much. Like, every scene was full of improv, really.
You work with Hugh and Sigourney in this movie, and did you pick up anything from them? Did they teach you anything? And is there something you'd like to try in the future?
They were really generous, and like I think just being on screen with those guys and watching them work was like the biggest, you know, education. But yeah, we didn't. I didn't really ask them for any acting tips, but I should have. Right. But no, they were great. It was really cool.
So is there something from maybe like another genre that you might want to try in the future? Maybe the near future?
The only genre I don't think I've done is horror. I've done like a kind of romantic film with Slumdog. I've got a comedy with Marigold. This is sci-fi. I feel horror is something I don't know if I could do because I scare really quickly. Like I watched Paranormal Activity, and I couldn't sleep for like a month. It was so scary, and I was in a hot country, and I had a fan above me, and every time my blanket would move, I'm just like, oh my God, what the hell is happening? I have a really like runaway imagination, so horror doesn't suit me.
Something of great danger headed our way now.